instructions on what to do.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today as we, the class of 2016, prepare to move on to a new and exciting part of our lives. My name is Alexander Goodkind, and I have the honor of speaking to you today as this year's Salutatorian. Throughout time, many different angels come into our lives for many different reasons. My mother told me this during my childhood, and I discovered that these angels were the people who entered my life during the obstacles and challenges I endured. They changed my perception in life and showed me that it's okay to love who I am as a person, and helped me grow into the energetic, dynamic, and confident person standing in front of you today, something I couldn't say 4 years ago. The fact that I'm on the stage shows how far I have come. I was the kid who could barely write a paragraph without walking out of the classroom in a fit of frustration, who couldn't enter a store to buy a water bottle, who couldn't enter a store to buy a bottle of water without clinging to his mother's side, and who couldn't look a person in the eyes because it physically hurt. Although I have worked hard to overcome many of the challenges, doing so wouldn't have been possible without the influence and support of the angels in my life. The angel who has had the greatest impact on my life is my mother. If it wasn't for her backbreaking, lifelong devotion, I probably wouldn't be alive today. She is more than my mother. She is my hero. Her determination, intelligence, and perseverance inspires me on a daily basis. She is the person who fought me every battle while balancing a full-time job and the responsibilities of 2 parents. She's the angel that has been with me through the entire journey. My story would be incomplete without acknowledging the role New Hope Academy has played these past 4 years. I started my high school career by failing all but 2 of my core classes in my home public school. My severe lack of confidence, self-esteem, and motivation were building up to a disastrous breaking point, which I was not capable of managing. For weeks I refused to attend school. I wouldn't get out of bed except to eat. I was not a functioning human being. My mom, my angel, eventually had enough, and after a 2-month battle with the school district, were able to find my new home at NHA. However, my struggles persisted. I refused to go to class, regularly skipped school, and never did my home practice. Clearly something still wasn't right. Even with all the new opportunities that had been presented to me at NHA, I still was declining, emotionally, mentally, and academically. In March of 2012, I reached the lowest point in my life and was hospitalized for a month. I was soon moved from the hospital to Cove, a psychiatric treatment facility for teenage boys. I survived at Cove for almost 11 months, with 4 other boys who were twice my size. My time there was spent watching daily fights between the other boys, feeling trapped by the ancient house walls, and regularly having police show up at the front door. Although my stay was a living nightmare, the life skills I gained were invaluable. I evolved from the little kid who clung to his mother's side into a dependable, responsible person who learned to follow through on the commitments they made to school, work, and life. During my stay at Cove, NHA played an instrumental role in my rehabilitation. Not only did NHA allow me to continue attending school, but they ensured that I had a ride every day and allowed me to attend an extended school year summer program to catch up on the work I missed. Eventually I moved from catch-up work to get-ahead work, and I discovered a work ethic that inspired me to succeed in many areas of my life. Now I am proudly graduating with a 4.0 GPA. I am the editor of the school's newspaper, and I've been accepted to 6 exceptional universities, and am now proudly speaking as this class's salutatorian. This is something I could only have dreamt of 3 years ago. From time to time, I have taken a moment to stop and think about the great strides I've made. From the little kid who couldn't buy that water bottle, to the adult who drives himself to job interviews in Philadelphia, albeit getting lost and then spending 20 minutes trying to parallel park. When something doesn't work out the way I hoped, I remind myself that I can only dig down so far before I hit rock bottom, and after all, the sky's the limit when reaching for the stars. I am now standing here at the open doors of the world, ready to apply the skills I've learned these past 4 years. My parting words to the teacher of NHA. At times, your job can be thankless. You go above and beyond your duties in the classroom and the hallways. The teachers at NHA become a part of your family. They help you grow as a human being and develop into a wonderful adult. So I want to take this moment to say thank you. If it wasn't for you, I don't think I would have been able to pass the 10th grade, let alone graduate. To Kathy, you have successfully created an environment that I thrived in while making learning enjoyable. Thank you for allowing me into your school when I was at the lowest point in my life and giving me the opportunity to succeed. To my mother, thank you for the 18 long years of selfless dedication. I admit to not saying that enough. Thank you enough. And I know I will never be able to. Not only are you my #1 fan, but also the biggest support in my life. And I would not be the person I am today without you. To all my angels, which there are too many to mention, for the love, support, and commitment that you have gave throughout my years of recovery and growth. I am eternally grateful. I have looked to you for guidance, support, and have consistently been led down the right path. You continue to look up for me, whether you are standing right next to me, helping me edit my graduation speech, or somewhere from afar, ensuring that I continue to go in the right direction. To the underclassmen, always keep the bigger goal in mind, and know that you will get there, no matter what, as long as you work hard enough. Even though it may not be glamorous, remember that some of the darkest nights produce the brightest stars. And of course, to my fellow graduates, good luck in the real world, and remember to apply what we learned these past 4 years. I know we may question a lot of the things the teachers taught us, but trust me, they wouldn't be teaching it if we didn't need it. It may be scary to leave NHA and head off into the real world, but you can finally concentrate on what you want to do and what interests you. Have fun in life and explore every option. This is the time of our lives when we are free to make all of our own decisions. It is difficult saying to God goodbye to a school that has become a way of life for me. New Academy is not just a place of learning, it's a second home to me. NHA is a place where I will always be accepted for who I am and never told that I am not good enough. However, like a family of baby birds, there comes a time when we must leave the nest and learn to fly our own. So I say to you, New Hope Academy class of 2016, congratulations. Although the past 4 years may have been difficult, we were able to overcome the struggles that brought us to New Hope Academy. We have risen above our trials and tribulations that we encountered throughout the journey of high school, and we now realize what it truly takes to enter the world, prepared and ready to tackle any task, big or small.